What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel video. So if you're new to the channel, please consider leaving a like and a subscribe down below if you did enjoy the video. So Ant-Man and the Wasp has yet to come out here in the UK, thanks to the World Cup. However, there's one caveat. As I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks, I have hoped that at least England makes it worthwhile when we don't get Ant-Man and the Wasp, but Gareth Southgate and his crew of Avengers are avenging football in history, or at least England's football in history, as we are through to the semi-final, so it's coming home. I've said that for weeks, it is coming home. But that's enough about football. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, we had some interesting parts of this movie that we've seen so far in it, but it does look like we may be getting a setup for the Young Avengers. So there will be spoilers for the movie here. So towards the end of the movie, we do actually get Cassie Lang in a movie, or well, they're watching a movie with Hope and Scott himself, and she's saying that she wants to be a hero just like her father. So that's interesting because we know that in the future, in Avengers 4, we've got a recasting for Cassie Lang. Now, we know that time travel is something which is actually possible here in the movies because there are time vortexes here in the quantum realm, and himself, Scott Lang, is trapped in the quantum realm. So we know that a time jump will also be happening in Avengers 4, so we're expecting at least 5 years of a time jump to go ahead, which I think could be pretty cool. I'm interested to see where this goes. We've seen the behind the scenes images of Tony Stark wearing like a SHIELD outfit, so I think that'd be quite cool if he started to work with SHIELD more to prevent these threats and stop being kind of going off on his own. He's probably learned his lesson when he led his kind of mentor, his student, Peter Parker, to his death on Titan. So maybe he's going to become more open, give more of his technology, his ideas to SHIELD, as they maybe try and work on their own Stark Gauntlet to try and undo what Thanos had actually done. So if Scott is actually trapped, maybe he'll find his way out and he would have had no time at all. Maybe time would have stood still for him if he finds a time vortex and is able to get out of it. But we do know that time is going forward. We've got a new Cassie Lang who has been cast. So that's setting up the idea that Cassie Lang will be playing a hero, possibly in Avengers 4, or Scott Lang will be seeing a future in these time vortexes where she has actually become a hero herself, leading towards the Young Avengers. Now, Kevin Feige has said that he wants to have the Young Avengers in the MCU. They're planting little seeds here and there, and she did play the role of Stature in the Young Avengers, so hinting towards that is something which I think would be really, really cool. Now, considering the fact that we have no Ant-Man or the Wasp in this world, considering the fact that we have had the whole team Ant-Man wiped out, we have the Ant-Man himself, he's stuck in the quantum realm. So what if over this time Cassie actually picks up the suit that her father gave to Lewis in the movie and decides that this is it. I am going to work on everything and I'm going to become my own hero because, well, she's got daddy issues because her ex-con father has gone missing and probably presumed dead in the whole snapping. So let me know what you think in the comments on that. We've also got the mystery buyer for this technology that's Sonny Birch. So let me know who you think that mystery buyer is. I might do a video on that. I might probably... The leading theory at the moment is that it might be Oscorp, which I don't know. I'm not sure yet how I feel about that, but let me know in the comments if you want a video on that, and drop a like as well if you want a video on that as well. But there have been some interesting things about Captain Marvel. So Captain Marvel is the next movie coming out next year. So we've got nothing out in November. We've got no Star Wars. We have got no Disney. No Lord of the Rings. Well, I guess we've not had Lord of the Rings for quite some time, so Christmas is looking pretty barren, although we do have the next Harry Potter movie to come out. We've got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 2, The Crimes of Grindelwald, so it's looking pretty barren. I'm a bit disappointed we've got no Star Wars. Then again, I've taken it for granted the fact that we've had Star Wars for the last few years, and before that, well, we had absolutely nothing. Let's just forget The Last Jedi ever existed. But we have got Captain Marvel next. So Captain Marvel obviously is going to be set in the 1990s. I expect Ant-Man to find a time vortex and somehow pop up in Captain Marvel. That'd be really cool. Because it's more Paul Rudd. Who the hell doesn't love Paul Rudd? But what we've got coming up here in this is the fact that we may have a connection to Iron Man 2. So we have the name Project Pegasus was actually mentioned in Iron Man 2. It's a kind of task that Howard Stark was working on. He also worked on Goliath, which is of course Project Goliath from Ant-Man and the Wasp, mentioned in that. Lawrence Fishburne's character right there. But we also had Pegasus was the institute in the Avengers movie at the start where the Tesseract was kept, and it was trying to be used to have different energy and use different energy sources to create power, which is what we had in the comics as well. We had like the Hulk featured with them, we had Quasar, we had all manner of characters and things like that linked to Project Pegasus in the comics. Now, it's very important here because Carol Danvers was linked to Project Pegasus as well in the comics, and what has happened here is that we've had some actors linked to IMDb saying that they are a scientist in Project Pegasus. So what I'm interested in here is the fact that we could see Project Pegasus pop up in Captain Marvel. This could be where all the science is based. We could have Carol Danvers' mother, who is a scientist in this movie, working there. And then once she kind of has her problem and kind of gets her powers and things like that, she may kind of be studied and worked on there. Maybe Marvel will pop up there as well. And perhaps even there, the Tesseract has been found. And the Tesseract is actually what the Skrulls want. So in the comics, in Secret Invasion, we had the Skrulls who tried to invade the Pegasus. They wanted to take this over first. So what if the Skrulls are actually trying to get their hands on the Tesseract? So I think that'd be a really interesting idea. This could then be the MacGuffin for the movie, and Captain Marvel is trying to stop them. This would link one of the Infinity Stones to Captain Marvel. Then she can probably learn about Thanos, and maybe Ant-Man will warn her of Thanos, and that's where she goes off to try and find out a way to stop everything that will happen. But obviously, she's failed. But that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.